Hello, today we're showing you how to manage your Snow Atlas licenses. To do this, first of all, come to some core and go to licenses. This will give you an overview of all your current active licenses that are available and the status that they are currently in, as well as if they are invalid/incomplete licenses. This will let you know in the same sense. Further to this, you have the options to add or remove columns as you desire to view, as well as add your custom fields, which can be present normally at the bottom of this list. So from this page, you have a few different options that you can do, such as selecting your licenses or selecting individual licenses and doing a number of actions to these licenses. As you can see here, we can delete or archive. From here, we can click View Details, and this will open up our license and give us the overview page at first, which shows us the application, metric used, purchase price, and quantity. We can also look into further details, such as the purchase details, if we have a support contract or maintenance period, assignment and how it's being assigned out to the organization, if that's auto allocate or via manual assignment. And in our case, we're using organization, so we can see this is assigned to the Flex customer node. Further from this, we can also go to information, which will show us other manually entered details, apart from the updated date, which will be changing as you make changes to the license, as well as we have access to our attachments if we have uploaded any files or links, for example, your license agreement or the vendor website you might want to attach here. And if you have any custom fields, come into custom information and you'll see them present here and can be added, removed, or updated by selecting manage custom fields. And as we can see here, we have options to add or change custom fields as desired. From here, we can also have a few more actions we can do, such as edit, upgrade if we have a newer license, copy if you want to make a duplicate or have a similar license to this one, or archive. For example, if you click into this, it will load up a preview of what you're archiving, and you can select archive from there. And we can see at the top, it's been archived, present now, and this should also reflect in the license page here as archived. Sometimes this might not be instant, and you might need to click the update button down here for it to reflect. Further to this, how do you use or monitor which licenses might be close to the end of their contracts or about to expire? You can use, for example, the overview page. It will give you insights such as which ones are over licensed, which ones are under licensed, and other such relevant informations to the license information. As from here, we can also get a breakdown of our compliance. We can also trigger a recalculate compliance for the licenses, as well as the other such information, such as application breakdown, so which applications might not have a license or coverage. For example, we go into this, we can take a look into this and see that we have a number of installations, use installations, and which metrics are being used. And we can add in the ID value, for example, as well. Why is this important? By using this gives you insight into which applications might not be needed any longer, or which ones where you might be able to be saving some money. For example, we have 8 installations of 7-zip V18, but we have 0 used installations, potentially meaning we could save on licenses as this might no longer be a used application within the tenant. So once you have your licenses set up for your applications, a key thing to do is use the reports, compliance summary report. This can give you a number of useful key factors. For example, by default, it's set to Microsoft applications, but if we remove this and just do a show report, this will break down all of our applications into how many licenses we have, how many are available, how many are covered, and how much compliance we are within. For example, we can see we have ABB software tools. We have our license requirement of 1, but we don't have any available licenses for this application, so we are -1 compliance. Therefore, we need to add a license to this. Further to this, a good report that can be used is potential software cost savings, which will help you get a breakdown of where you might be able to reduce licenses or potentially remove applications that are no longer used. As we can see here, we can see a number of different license requirements, compliance, and unused applications. As we can see from here, our 7-zip application doesn't show there because we cannot save on this one. But this can be used to break down into individual applications further and give you insight into which areas you might be overspending and could be saving potential licenses and money. To note, there is alternative options to be able to do changes and updates to your licenses. You can use the import functionality, will let you do updates, create, and other such factors, as well as using APIs to make changes to key values or assignment methods via the API calls themselves. For example, if we come to the docs page, we can see there's an add license and other such key factors, which will break down how to add a license and other key information parts. As we can see here, this is a post command and it shows details on how to do this. And further to that on about getting license, doing updates to the license, or even deleting the license via the API. I hope this gives you a good insight on how to manage your licenses. We appreciate your time. Thank you.